Hi friends, today we're in lesson 6 and this lesson is all about understanding the breakdown of a kilogram. And 1 kilogram is kind of the standard unit when we're talking about metric mass. And when I say metric, this is what it looks like. And this is the system that's used pretty much everywhere except the United States. Our unit of measuring is called the customary system. Okay, and so when we talk about the customary system of mass, we're talking generally about pounds and ounces, which you've probably heard of before. But today we're focusing in on this idea of a kilogram. So problem number 1 says to look at the tape diagram and label it showing the total weight of 1 kilogram. So to do that, we're going to do our label up at the top. Notice how it's bracketing the whole tape diagram, and we call that 1 kg. Kg is the abbreviation for kilogram. Okay? Now, we're going to go to number 2, which says partition the tape diagram above to show 10 groups of 100 grams. So the metric system is really nice because it's broken into groups of 10. You take 10 small units, put them together, they make a bigger unit. The customary system that we use, for example, ounces and pounds, it takes 16 ounces to make 1 pound. And when you're multiplying more than 1 pound, you've got to add or multiply by 16, and that's not very friendly. But tens are. So let's break down our tape diagram to 10 groups. So to do that, I'm going to divide it in half, and then I'm going to make 5 sections on each group because 5 and 5 would give me 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, each one of these is going to be 100 grams, so I'm going to label each one 100. Grams are smaller than kilograms. Okay, 1 gram is about the weight of a paper clip. So it's very, very light. But if you put 100 of them together, you get 1 section here, like we're looking at in our tape diagram. If you put 10 groups of 100 paper clips, you have 1,000 grams, which equals 1 kilogram. And that's an important relationship to memorize. 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram. Okay? That's all we need to do for number 1 and 2. And again, that's something you need to memorize, how 1 kilogram is broken into 10 groups of 100 grams. All right, so let's look at number 3. Draw more groups of 10 grams until you have 100 grams. Well, this is fun. We get to count by tens. Okay, so this is 10. This is going to be 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. You should have that written on your problem set. The question's asking, how many groups of 10 grams do you need to have 100 grams? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a lot of ones and zeros, but we need 10 groups of 10 to make 100. We just showed that with this funny looking tape diagram. And what I was trying to do when I was making these squares was make them all equal to the first one because they are all equal in value. All right, next question. Draw more groups of 1 gram until you have 10 grams. Well, it's going to be the same kind of thing we just did above. Here I've got 4 now. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 10. So how many groups of 1 gram do we need to have 10? 10 groups. Okay, so what's happening with this metric system is that it takes 10 of these 1 gram units to make one of these above it. It takes 10 of those to make one of these units here, and then it takes 10 of the 100-gram units to make the big boy, which is the 1 kilogram unit. And 1 kilogram is about the weight of a hockey skate. Okay, it's a bit heavier than what a paperclip would be, which is the one we just did at the very bottom. Okay, this is 1 paperclip, each one of these. All right, so let's take that and apply that to the back side of our problem set. Would you weigh each of these items using grams or kilograms? And so what we're thinking of here, are we thinking of a paper clip or a skate? So if we had a dog, is it going to be easier to get its weight piling up a bunch of skates or a bunch of paper clips? I would say the skate. So this is a kilogram measurement. We want to find the biggest weight we can to help us measure the object. Now, a nickel. A nickel is very light. So if I put 1 skate on a balance and a nickel on the other side of the balance, the skate would always be way heavier. So we have to use something lighter. We have to use grams. This is light, so we're going to use our light weight, our grams. What do you think about a pencil? Pretty light, right? So we're going to use grams. And how about this guy? Alligator or crocodile, I can never tell which. Super heavy, right? So we're going to use kilograms for that one. Okay? So this lesson is all about understanding the relationship between grams and kilograms and understanding that it takes groups of tens to make the next bigger chunk or measurement. And really, in mass, metric mass, we really only use grams and kilograms. The other side of our problem set, this side here, is just kind of showing that the metric system works in groups of tens. All right, so go ahead and get working on your homework.